morning, Uganda. What a weekend full of sadness and a lot of heavy hearts. But of course, there was the light in there, especially for football lovers, with the World Cup coming to its end. And for supporters of Spain, knowing that the cup, the trophy, is in their hands for this season of World Cup. Of course, following an action-packed game on Saturday, that was for England versus France. Yes, that was a game. Interesting goals scored there. But welcome to the show. It's yet another brand new week as we look forward to what unfolds in the week, but above all else, indeed dedicated to God, because it's all Uganda. May God uphold thee, and it is for God and my country, or we could say for God and our country. Good morning. You are watching UBC TV. We come to you live from the Nile Avenue. My name is Julie F. Nantaba, and I am with Robert Chirabo Yonyintono, who's excited that his team got the World Cup trophy. Robert, good morning. I know you're so happy.
Good morning to you,
You could have slept for 1 hour. Possibly
the first half, I had so many attempts, but I wasn't thinking things working out. And of course, we went into this game when many think Spain is the underdog, Argentina with their superstar. But great, we were able to take that, us who support Spain.
Right.
Because at some time when all your African teams are out,
you have to have what to support.
You have to have what to support, and I chose to support Spain in that form. But also, the families of the returnees from South Africa also had some smiles. Remember when these people jetted into the country, immediately they were not allowed access to their families. They were taken to Chankwanzi. Now you get off, they tell you pass here, pass there. So these people now were able to leave Chankwanzi and reunite with their families after training, empowerment, but also with something to go with. It may not be much, but it's not little.
Indeed, it's a starter pack. It's a starter pack.
It may not be a starter pack, to be honest, but also with the information they got in Chankwanzi.
Exactly, for me that's why it is a starter pack.
With the information, the knowledge they got in Chankwanzi. If someone, of course you believe when you're in South Africa, if you also did some investment home, to me who understands cows, 2M, if I get a good breed of cow, of 2M, if I did good searching, by end of this year it will have conceived. So next year I'll be able to have maybe my 20 liters a day.
Right.
So it's a starter. But if you're coming from and you're going to rent, look for it may not really.
As the Abaganda say,
the good thing is, it is very much, but also very little.
Very well indeed, Robert. On that note, and in the interest of time, let's take a deep dive with what updates we have this morning. I know the local scene has something to kickstart us this morning.
Well, let's begin with the retreat at Chankwanzi, where massed in the returnees from South Africa, lessons on patriotism, leadership and wealth creation. This prepared them to simply to return home, but also to rebuild their lives. Now, this was an opportunity for President Yoweri Museveni to remind them of Uganda's greatest opportunities, not being outside. He challenged the returnees to invest their knowledge, skills and determination in the country's growth economy. To government, the program is more than orientation, but about restoring confidence. The retreat equipped the returnees with mindset and practical skills needed to reconnect with their communities. For the trainees, the biggest lesson wasn't found in the classroom. It was the brief that home still holds a promise. As the retreat came to a close, handshakes replaced uncertainty and smiles replaced anxiety. This clearly shows that the journey that began with an evacuation from now to continuous knowledge with renewed commitment to build a future at home. President Museveni has urged senior officers from the Uganda's security agencies to provide ideological leadership and support Uganda's socio-economic transformation. He was passing out 106 senior officers from Uganda's security agencies after completing an advanced joint senior political education and leadership development course at the National Leadership Institute in Changwanzi. On security, Museveni said economic progress must be protected by strong national political and strategic integration to respond to modern security challenges. The 59-day course brought together officers from the UPDF, Uganda Police Force, Uganda Prison Services, ISO, ESO, and Wazalendo SACCO, with training focused on ideology, leadership, political economy, and strategic security. The Director General of ESO, Ambassador Joseph Ochwet, described the President's address as a valuable lesson in ideology and leadership, while the NALI Director, Colonel Okei-Rukogota, said the program had equipped senior officers to drive national transformation. The graduates pledged to apply the knowledge equipped in strengthening Uganda's security and advancing national development. Following the death of a Jumani West County Member of Parliament, General Moses Ali, on Saturday, a number of tentative programs have been lined up in his honor. Among the activities are Dawa prayers being conducted at various mosques as Muslim faithful continue to mourn and pay tribute to the late general. The same arrangement was witnessed at Gaddafi National Mosque in Old Kampala, where mourners from different walks of life gathered for special dua prayers in memory of the late General Moses Ali. Family members, government officials, religious leaders, and Muslim faithful convened to honor the former First Deputy Prime Minister and pay tribute to the deceased for service given to the country. The prayers were held and led by Mufti of Uganda, Sheikh Shaban Ramadan Mubaje, who paid tribute to the late General Moses Ali, describing him as a dedicated servant of the country who served with commitment and with greatness. In Chibuli, Prince Kasim Nakibinge praised the late General Moses Ali for his dedicated service to the nation and his unwavering commitment to Islam. Nakibinge said the late Moses Ali was straightforward and a honest leader who spoke truth. This was during a special Dawa prayer at Chibuli Mosque. The drought period in Karamoja affects communities and their livestock, causing hunger, livestock losses, and low agricultural production. Currently, nearly 518,000 people in the region are food insecure and rely on food assistance. In Amdat district, Food and Agriculture Organization, with funding from the European Union, rehabilitated the Accra Oyan Dam under the project for pastoralism and livestock adaptation to climate change in Eastern Africa. The expanded dam now stores up to 20 cubic meters of water, providing a reliable source of water for livestock and surrounding communities during prolonged dry seasons. The rehabilitation works include desilting the reservoir, installing perimeter fencing, and constructing livestock watering facilities. Christine Jemikea is a livestock farmer whose water reservoir has reduced the long distance animals travel previously in search for water. The project is in vaccination campaigns and innovative tsetse control interventions in Kotido district. Tsetse population has greatly reduced. The Ministry of Agriculture, Animal Husbandry and Fisheries said the improving animal health will increase livestock production. Karamoja Region Veterinary Laboratory in Moroto has upgraded facilities, strengthened disease surveillance and protect Uganda's growing livestock export market. Pastoral communities across Karamoja face the effects of climate change, where investment in water infrastructure, disease control and livestock health will improve livelihood. Now with that story regarding the drought and what is being done, we come to the end of our local stories this morning. Let's see what my counterpart, the traveler, has for us.
Right, thank you very much, Robert. Allow me just say a thing, just one thing on the story of the passing of Honorable Moses Ali. I've been listening to his history on my way to work, and the fact he came with President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, and it now made me understand why he was still in office despite his condition. And to me, I thought, sometimes it's good to know your history before you talk about anything. That's one of the light bulbs I had.
That's why one wise man in our profession who once lived and admired by many, Bale Francis, told me that if you've not researched, you have no right to speak.
Right.
Yes.
Now, as East African leaders are still discussing the issue of banning used clothes being imported to East Africa, a ban on the disposal of unsold clothes and shoes has taken effect across the European Union, started yesterday, in the bloc's latest move to cut waste. Now, hundreds of thousands of tons of fashion wear are destroyed every year across the 27-member EU, across the 27-member EU due to damage, old stock and returned online orders. Now, the new rule is expected to affect large fashion retailers, wholesalers and manufacturers of apparel, only 20% of which are produced in the EU. Under the EU's Eco-Design for Sustainable Products regulation, large companies with more than 250 employees and over 50 million euros in net annual turnover are banned from destroying stocks of unsold clothing, accessories and footwear. Firms must now find ways of selling the products, including via discounts, alternative markets and charity donations. Unsold clothes can only be destroyed when items are unsafe, damaged, counterfeit or rejected by charities, according to a post on the European Commission's website. Companies are now required to publish annual reports on the goods they have discarded and keep records for 5 years. The regulation, which was approved by Brussels more than 2 years ago, will be extended to medium-sized firms in 2030. All right, now let's move on to another.
So they donate.
Perhaps so. Donate to Africa.
Donate to Africa.
Tax-free.
No, but you see, if they donate, and for us here we are selling. Their entry in Uganda, they are taxed.
They'll be taxed.
And also to discourage them, government may put a higher tax on them.
Yes.
So that doesn't. I highly doubt.
Even donation doesn't make sense at the end of the day. But let's move on to Israel. Interesting story this one is, Robert. Israel's Environmental Protection Minister, Idit Silman, has given a new classification to crocodiles in a move that may allow the reptiles to be deployed for security tasks, such as maintaining security at prisons. The country's far-right National Security Minister, Itamar Ben-Gvir, reportedly in December proposed using crocodiles around a prison for Palestinian detainees, similar to a U.S. migrant detention center in Florida dubbed Alligator Alcatraz. The new classification puts the crocodiles in the category of cultivated wild animal instead of wild animals. It could allow an approved security organization to keep Nile crocodiles for security purposes, subject to government approval and conditions set by the environmental authorities. One such body is the Israel Prison Service, which answers to Ben-Gvir. Israeli media reported that Ben-Gvir intends to use crocodiles to guard Ketziot prison in southern Israel, which primarily holds Palestinian security prisoners. In a Facebook post on Thursday, Ben Giver wrote, "Are you thinking of attempting to escape? Think again." He accompanied the post with an AI-generated image of himself with a crocodile on a leash. Now on to the continent. An exceptionally intense heat wave swept across Tunisia, pushing temperatures to nearly 50 degrees Celsius and breaking historical records in multiple regions, local media reported. On Saturday, for blacksmiths and traditional bread bakers, it was a double whammy as the scorching temperatures were made worse by their ovens and tools. People rushed to cool themselves by hydrating and venturing outdoors. Now, citing the meteorological department, local media reported that the heat wave peaked on Friday after bringing usually high temperatures. The central governorate of Kairouan recorded 49.7 degrees Celsius, surpassing its previous record of 49.2 degrees. In the northeastern governorate of Zagwan, the temperature hit 48.6 degrees, topping its prior high of 48 degrees. Some people went swimming while others rushed to green areas to cool off. And that marks the end of what we have on the global scene. A quick look at what headlines the dailies have this morning, Robert.
Well, let's look at what the New Vision has this morning. And Moses Ali, that is the big headline, and of course a picture of the late General Moses Ali. Cabinet to honor the General. West Nile Muslims hold special prayers. His life and times. Family speaks out. Tributes pour in. Pastor Patience to be ordained bishop. Soon we shall have Bishop Patience. I must say she's a woman of God. And she loves the Lord.
She's a virtuous woman. I do agree with you.
Then still the New Vision has school transport. Government issues new rules. And still we have wealth creation in government through microfinance support center transforms livelihoods. And there's something I want to see clearly here. Nambeshe appointed acting NUP president.
Matters politics.
What happened to the lady? Zedriga, you know. And still here, Museveni calls Ramaphosa. Well, I was listening and watching that speech when the president said he made a call to the South African president, said, "You betrayed us."
Given the 60-year support that the president has had for ANC. Anyways, looking at the rest of East Africa, what Tanzania and Egypt's relations mean for Africa. That's the headline in the Citizen representing Tanzania. And ceramics manufacturer joins outcry over Kenya's new import duty. South Africa ambassador to Tanzania speaks on xenophobic attacks. NMB, Mantrack partner to ease equipment financing for miners and contractors. Looking at the Daily Nation, for Kenya there, empty talk. That's the headline. And political militia, authorities must expose and dismantle networks, recruiting, financing and directing the gangs. Also, Supreme Court's big 2027 decision in there. Want to know what decision that is? That is in the Daily Nation. And teachers get new paid deal. All of that in the Daily Nation. Closing what we have for the updates this morning. When we get back, it's another conversation. Of course, a matter of national importance. Just save the number 0709 602592 and be part of the conversation. Let's have a short break.
Of the day on UBC. was brought to you by
I'll call you every day, yeah yo, baby dondolo.
You can now get all the Chibuzi out with MTN voice bundles. Call all networks, Kubei Dondoro. Buy a 25-minute voice bundle for only 1,000, or buy any daily voice bundle of your choice. Dial *100 *21# and select daily, or use the My MTN app. When we talk together, we are unstoppable.